We're all
October 19th, Nashville's Eastside Bowl hosts FishFest V, a benefit show for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Headlining is the Keel Band, bringing one of rock's iconic voices to the stage. You can also catch performances from Rising Up Angry, Dead Runes, Stray Nova, and more. Tickets are on sale at fishproductions.rocks. All proceeds support the AFSP in Middle Tennessee. Music, purpose, and hope. Don't miss it. Presented by Music City Metal. Eat, Sleep, Rock Nashville at 1029 The Buzz.
Oh, dude, what is up, Ron Keel? Welcome to the show, man. I got to say, I'm a big fan of you, my friend. I don't even know what to call you. Musician, rock and roller, author, radio personality. Is there anything you don't do, Ron?
all that, man. I'm just an entertainer, a storyteller, and just a guy trying to make people happy, put their fists in the air, scream some rock and roll, and do what I do.
I love that. And you do it well, my friend. You do it really well. You know, I was looking at your resume of bands you've opened for, and I just got to ask you, man, obviously you've been at this for a long time. You're definitely a veteran rock and roller out there, in my opinion. You've opened up for the likes of Bon Jovi, Motley Crue, Van Halen, Aerosmith. You briefly did some demos and sang with Black Sabbath. Is there anything left that you really want to achieve? As someone who has done all of that, what is the next thing you'd like to really tackle as Ron Keel?
I'd really like to have a good night's sleep and a shower and a home-cooked meal.
I feel that. How much time do you spend on the road these days?
Well, you know, it's been a great year. We take it 1 year, 1 month, 1 day, one song at a time. But I've been all over North America, South America this year. And we spend as much time as we can out there doing what we do, entertaining people.
I love that. That's the old school method. I think it's the true method. I feel like we live in a world now because, you know, hosting this show, you get a lot of younger bands that are coming up, and a lot of them kind of rely on the social media stuff. They don't do a lot of grassroots touring. I feel like that's how you really hone your craft and how you really win over fans. You agree with that?
The audience makes the music come alive, so you've got to get out there and play it for the people, and that's what we're going to do at FishFest V in Nashville, Tennessee on October 19th.
Oh, man, FishFest V, it really is a star-studded lineup, too. You got Glasswalker, Dead Runes, you got Winton Existing, Stray Nova, Rising Up Angry, obviously Ron Keel Band's going to be there. Oh, how did you get involved with FishFest? Is it something you've played before?
I have not, but they reached out to me, and I was glad to answer the call. And this is a great event for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, an opportunity for me to bring the band back to Nashville. In 2024, we've done some great shows in all of my old hometowns, Las Vegas, Hollywood, Phoenix, Arizona, and now we're bringing it back to Nashville where it all started for me, 44 years ago in 1980, 81, where I moved to Nashville in 79, and I was the first Nashville metal son. And to bring this show and this band back to Nashville for this event is a dream come true.
Oh, man, it really is. And you've seen, I mean, looking back that far, this town probably couldn't have changed more if it wanted to. What's one of the things you miss most or remember most when you think of Nashville back then?
Everything changes, but some things remain the same. It is a music town. I was the first guy that moved there in 79 to put a band together called Steeler. And we were an apple tree in a cornfield. At that time, we did not fit in. We were the Motley Crue of Nashville in 1981, and we were outcasts and outlaws. We took it to L.A., Hollywood, and the rest is history. But Nashville will always be my roots, my home, and I can't wait to do my last show of the year. The last show of our tour this year in Nashville at FishFest V at the Eastside Bowl on October 19th.
So it's a homecoming show, some would say, and you're celebrating Keel World, which is out now. Tell me something about this record. I've really been digging this album. We're going to play Moving Target in a second here, but
awesome.
Keel World is a really rad record. Tell me something about that record, man.
It's the story of a lifetime. Most of our albums are chapters in our history. This one tells the whole story, and it contains music, brand new music. I want to emphasize that. All new music from Keel, Steeler, Ron Keel Band, Emerald Sabbath, Iron Horse, and solo material as well. And we're going to play a lot of that music on stage in Nashville at the Eastside Bowl at FishFest. But this record is the ultimate exclamation point on my career.
I love that. What's the rest of I know this is your last show of the year, going to be at FishFest 5. What's the rest of 2024 looking like, and what does 2025 look like for Ron Keel Band?
Man, we're going to take it one song at a time, and my entire focus right now is on kicking ass in Nashville, October 19th.
I love it. Stay in focus, my man. I love that. Well, Ron, it's an honor to have you on the show. Let's get into this song right now. I cannot stop listening to this. This song is called Moving Target. Tell me what this song is about. Without being too descriptive, you can be kind of loose if you like, but what is this song about?
The song's about chasing women, chasing dreams, chasing whatever your passion is, and dodging as many bullets as we possibly can along the way. And it's great to hear this new song on 102.9 The Buzz. Thanks. We'll see you at Fish Fest.
Yo, the Buzz.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, man. Got Larry Mary Fisher.
Hey, Andy.
Dude, how's it going, guys? Oh,
Good.
on here, cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for calling in. I'm super pumped FishFest 5 coming up on the 19th of this month. This is the 5th one. How does it feel you guys have done 5 of these? Does it feel like a big achievement? Because it should.
Well, I'm not sure yet. I think so. This definitely, it started in our backyard, and during COVID is when it became about suicide prevention. And I think we have accelerated a little bit faster than we thought, and we're thrilled, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. Going from the backyard, going to the Eastside Bowl, I would definitely say so. I wanted to ask you, I love the fact that the proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Is that a thing that's close to your guys' heart as far as like a group like that? Because I feel like you don't see a lot of shows that send, proceeds to that exact thing. So is that a cause near and dear to your heart?
Yes, yeah. In 2003, both sides, my wife's cousin, Mary's cousin, and my cousin took their own life. And then later in that year, Mary and I discovered our roommate, who was a musician here in town. And let me tell you, it's like once you find somebody that was close to you, at least you thought that you had no idea that was going on in their life. A couple days later after that, I'll just tell you, we were cleaning out his stuff, and I found a 2x4, Andy, that said, "Spend time with a broken man." And that was in his handwriting. And we didn't know that he was in the dark place that he was. And then COVID happens the year we're doing FishFest 3, and people are jumping out of windows because they're lonely. And that was what shifted it from just a great festival to expose the new and up and coming to about that. Because it was the year we did it in our backyard despite COVID going on. And, nobody died. And some of the people that came to the festival then are now part of the committee and going to be helping plan it. So that was a big thing. And that's what shifted it to be more about the music. But Mary and I both feel that at a show, and especially when we're being upfront and open about talking about it, people are more apt to latch on to somebody that night. Shows are a great place to just feel at home with your fellow metalheads, rock and rollers, whatever. And it creates a good atmosphere. It
really does.
Yeah.
It really does. And I feel like it's one of those things that people don't, like you said, you never really can tell. They always say whoever laughs the loudest usually can be maybe the most sad person. And I think everyone's been affected by suicide in some way. So I love seeing that you have a whole show just dedicated to this. How do you go to get these bands? Like I got to say, this is definitely by far my favorite FishFest lineup you've ever had. You've got Glasswalker, Dead Ruins, Winton Existing, Ron Keel, obviously, Stray Nova. So many great bands. How do you go to get all these bands together? Because that's one heck of a lineup, man. You should be proud of that.
Well, this year we finally did something that I always wanted to do. And we've been honored. Like right after the last Fish Fest, we got slammed with applications. And I'm like, you know what? We teamed up with Eat Sleep Rock Nashville, kind of their sound, and the Music City metal bands that fell under that. And we did 2 trials at the Vinyl Lounge where we had judges, some veteran musicians, Chris Sorensen, who's like one of the A-listers, calls in this city for studio work, and his band Fear Not. But those were our judges, and we literally had the bands play 20 minutes, get judged based on their lyrics, musicianship, and then we took 2 from each night and added them to the festival. So we kind of wanted to make, not that we weren't honored just everybody that wanted to play, but wanted to start the buzz about Fish Fest earlier in the year, which we did in May at Vinyl Lounge. It was phenomenal, 2 weeks.
And a tiny little edit there, just real quick. Winton Existing couldn't join us this year, so we were able to fill that slot with Sidney Mays. Yeah. And he's a great young guitar player.
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah. Winton couldn't. And Sidney was the one right behind him in scores from the Eat Sleep Rock Battle trials, the Fish Fest trials. So that's how we chose that. Yeah.
No, very cool. And I love how you guys did that because, I mean, I think it's important. Like, you guys aren't just looking for the bands that draw the most or the bands that even are your favorite. You were just looking for bands where you really thought they fit well, almost like an audition to play this. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool, guys.
And get buzz about it a little bit earlier, too, just to get people thinking about it. But I just, Mary and I we've done so many things with so many bands here. We love them all and wish we had a whole weekend thing going on where we could not say no to some of these.
We still have people reaching out. I got a message the other day. Someone said, "Hey, is there a slot open on FishFest?" I'm like, check back in 2025.
Yeah. And then we, just to shout out to a good friend of ours and Lydia's Castle and John Wasaki. They were on the bill this year. And, and Brother John went home a while back, and so we had another slot as well to fill. But we all took them from people that were next in line as doing the trials that night. So, yeah.
Oh, man, that would have been great to see Lydia's Castle up there. I love John. I definitely was a massive fan of what they did, and obviously him as a drummer, but that would have been awesome to see them on that. But you definitely have a great lineup here, and I'm definitely pumped for the show. FishFest 5 coming up October 19th at the Eastside Bowl. You got tons of bands. All the proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. $30 in advance, 35 day of show.
And hey, Andy, awesome. I would like to give you, a couple of tickets to give away, a nice VIP package for two that includes the buffet and T-shirt. So if
I
you
love it.
however you want,
gifts.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's do it right. Let's do it right now. It's a Buzz text line. Text 615-737-1029. Just the word fish, and those will be yours. Well, thanks for bringing that so much, Larry, Mary. This is awesome having you guys on. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Andy.
It.
Hey, this is Ron Keel, and we're bringing the Right to Rock back to Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday, October 19th. For FishFest 5 at the Eastside Bowl. We're thrilled to headline this incredible annual event presented by Music City Metal and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention at the Eastside Bowl, with special guests Rising Up Angry, Sidney Mays, Glasswalker, Dead Runes, Outpost, Stray Nova, FishFest 5, the Ron Keel Band, Saturday, October 19th. And there's a hot button ticket link on my website, ronkeel.com. The Ron Keel Band bringing you all of the Keel classics. Music from Steeler, Ron Keel Band, Black Sabbath, and more. FishFest 5 at the Eastside Bowl, Nashville. You got the right to rock. Saturday, October 19th. The right to rock!